The New York Times had an article this week about how not to look too MAGA, while a friend from San Francisco said she wants to move to Chicago because it's more conservative. Talk about cultural bias. In the meantime, Rasmussen and Harvard Harris polls show public support for President Trump is surging. At this year's Cannes Film Festival, they had to ban public nudity on the red carpet. They had to institute a dress code. No one wants to be told what to wear, but sometimes you need to spell it out for people. Yes, you can have a good time, even with your clothes on. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. Past couple of weeks, we've talked about the Real ID, birthright citizenship, and the apportionment of representatives to states. We rely a lot on Paul Engel because he's a constitutional expert. On his platform, there are links to free resources and sponsored links for things you can buy, including cell phone service, which benefits the conservative cause. It points to the idea of putting our money where our mouth is. Supposedly, we all want to give lip service to things, but what about our talent and time and treasure and social capital? How are we investing that? I've lived my entire life here in Chicago, and no one ever wanted to hear anything I had to say. They just wanted me to shut up and go along with everything they wanted to do. My experience is that it was working until it wasn't anymore. After the pandemic, we heard the refrain that no one is going to come and save us. We have to do it ourselves. That's the American way. Right now, we're in this awkward place in between saying nothing and finding our voice. Facing public ridicule is a cultural lag because the dress code just hasn't caught up with the behavior of the people who are actually living their lives by working, having a family, and creating value socially, economically, and spiritually. Last week, the Episcopal Church decided they'd rather close down their migrant ministry instead of helping the refugees from South Africa. Edmund Burke is considered to be the founder of conservatism. He said they will never love who they ought to love or hate who they ought to hate. Nobody wants to be forced to love or hate anyone, especially with federal funding. Burke said that liberalism always destroys, destroys, destroys because there's no end to it. Conservatism is reformed liberalism because it provides restraint. On the call each week, we do have the benefit of Paul Engel, who is the example of pure education and understanding of all things constitutional. And we also have Larry as his counterpoint, who is all about operating in the current system, most notably, how to win elections. They're both important. Paul has facts, and Larry has his experience living in the political realm. Life is more than facts and feelings. It's about your lived experience. Having a good lived experience is what it's all about. It's personal and it's nobody's business, no matter what you're wearing. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.